On February 3, 2008, television programming across several states was suddenly replaced by an unauthorized emergency alert. The broadcast provided two specific instructions. Do not respond to any unfamiliar person inside your home, and do not let that person know you can see them. Most viewers assumed the message was a late-night prank, or a sophisticated hack of the emergency system. That changed when 911 dispatch centers began receiving hundreds of calls within minutes, all describing a tall, motionless figure standing inside the callers' houses. A typical emergency alert reacts to a disaster that is already underway. This broadcast was different. The crisis it described only began to manifest after the warning aired. Callers from different states reported the same entity, a tall, pale, expressionless figure wearing dark clothing. In every case, the intruder was found standing perfectly still in a hallway, kitchen, or doorway. This diagram illustrates the entity's behavior based on witness testimony. It remained frozen as long as it was being watched, but closed the distance the moment a person looked away. Many callers reported a chilling sensation that the figure had been present in their homes for hours before they noticed it. Since no one actually witnessed the figure in motion, the intrusion defied the physics of a standard home invasion. It functioned instead as a psychological paradox. 3 days after the broadcast, police recovered security footage from the home of a missing family. At 2:13 a.m., the figure appears beside the refrigerator. There is no recorded entry, no doors open, and no movement is detected. The man is simply there. For 6 hours, the family moves through the kitchen, preparing breakfast and interacting as if the room were empty. They show no awareness of the figure standing inches away from them. The youngest child is the only one who reacts. She freezes and stares directly at the intruder. For the first time in 6 hours, the man moves, slowly turning his head to look back at her. The camera feed immediately cuts to static. The family was never located. The footage suggests that the act of acknowledgement is the catalyst. The entity remains a passive shadow until it is perceived by a human mind. In 2011, independent journalist Marcus Vail began investigating the incident, tracking deleted archives and interviewing those who claimed to be survivors. During a live stream, Vail's audience noticed a tall figure standing at the end of his hallway. Vail, focused on his screen, was unaware of the intruder's presence. When Vail eventually turned around, the hallway was empty. It was only when he looked back at the reflection in his dark television screen that he saw the man standing directly beside him. The stream ended abruptly. Marcus Vail was reported missing the following morning. This diagram contrasts a standard hazard with the mechanics of the 2008 event. Because the reports only came from people who watched the broadcast directly, the alert functions as the point of origin for the danger, creating a self-fulfilling loop. The broadcast functions like a mimetic virus. It uses the transmission of information to reach a host, requiring the viewer's attention to bridge the gap into the physical world. In 2024, an unmarked VHS tape containing a recording of the original broadcast was uploaded anonymously. Hidden between the frames of the static is a single message that was missing from the initial airings. He can only enter if you notice him. Thank you for looking. If human awareness is the physical anchor the entity requires to exist, the broadcast was not a warning. It was a set of instructions designed to teach the viewer how to perceive it. By telling the audience what to look for, the alert was actively building a doorway for the entity inside the viewer's mind. The entire event could be interpreted as a hoax, a byproduct of mass hysteria and the viral nature of internet folklore. But there is a possibility that certain anomalies only take form once a human mind is taught how to recognize them. By absorbing this analysis and learning the rules of the broadcast, you have now made yourself vulnerable. Some things only exist once you become aware of them. The act of investigating the mystery is what makes you the next victim.